you are new, hi, I'm Simply Shaquana, and this video is called 101 Wrestling. My channel is named Know the Rules. If you're new, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that post bell so you'll be notified when I upload. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So this video is different. This is a new series on my channel called 101 Wrestling. And I usually just talk about wrestling, have interviews with other fans, stuff like that. But today we're going to talk about Survivor Series. It just came on last night, and oh my gosh, I have to process my mind because it's just so many things happen that we have to talk about, because this is probably one of the best pay-per-views in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. The last good pay-per-view that I've seen from WWE, what was last month? Oh, I think Saudi Arabia. I think the last good one is when John Cena came for, I think when it was in Australia. I can't remember what pay-per-view that was. And then the Bad Bunny pay-per-view was the other good pay-per-view that I've seen. This pay-per-view was top-notch. So let's get into the matchups. We can do that first, and then we can talk about the other stuff that happened. So the first matchup was the woman versus the woman in the Survivor Series. Now they're starting to change Survivor Series around. Back in the day, I know they used to do, you have 5 people on your team, 5 people on the team, and then the person eliminates it, and whoever, is left over will fight one-on-one. They stopped doing that. I used to love doing that. They haven't did that probably since like 2017 or 18. It's been a minute, but I mean, I like when they do that because it just, shows everybody's strengths, on the team. But I think, and they used to do the team versus team, like they used to do Raw versus SmackDown versus ECW. Now they do Raw versus SmackDown versus Next. They did that too recently, like I think last year before last. But this one is top tier because I like when the women wrestle and I like when the men wrestle. I like that two different differences because like we don't want to see men wrestle at every episode or every pay-per-view. I like when the women wrestle too. But on the first team was Charlotte, Becky, Shotzi, and Bianca. Shotzi got added to the group because of the damage control. They beat her up, cut her hair. They're just bullies. Like, that's the new type. Like, I don't know, WWE in my opinion is starting to be more of a group thing. Everybody's in a group now, or like paired up. So they added Shotzi in there because Shotzi was basically like attacked by them. And then basically they needed another member, so they added Bailey. They needed another member, sorry, so they added Becky. I'm telling you, so many B's. It's just different names coming out. So they added Becky to the group. Charlotte and Becky used to be friends, blah, 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 blah. So they was beefing at first, but the match was really top notch. Basically, I feel in my head they sacrificed Bailey at the end to take the L because when Charlotte, I think she German suplexed Io Shirai and then the turnbuckle, because it's 2 sides of the ring. It's 2 rings together. That's what I like. But everybody has to be in the ring before you can fight. That's the only thing. And then sometimes if you won the game, like the match before, like a person on your team fights another person on their team the night before to see who qualifies to have, the first person that goes in. Because I think every 2 to 3 minutes a new person comes in from a different team or your team. And I really feel like Bailey's supposed to be the leader of the group, so she sacrificed herself basically for, them to lose. Basically the loser's going to be on her because at the end of the day, they just added, what's her face? Because the last pay-per-view, Bianca and Io Shirai was fighting again because in Money in the Bank, Io Shirai cashed on Bianca after she won. And I figure her name is in my head. I'm gonna put it on the screen if I can find her picture. She came back. Kairi Sane, thank you. I'm sorry, it's just so many people in my head right now. Kairi Sane came back and cost Bianca the match. So basically Bailey saying she's the leader of the group, so she didn't want she didn't want none of them to take the fall, so I guess she took the L for her team to lose. But I really think that they're going to sacrifice Bayley again and kick her out the group, blame her for the loss. And they're going to just have Asuka is in the other group, Bayley, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane is in the group. And Dakota Sky is injured, ACL. She tore her ACL when they was tag champs. So she's still out. She might come back by the summertime. The group will be more powerful then, but they're probably going to get rid of Bayley. That matchup was top notch. It was really good. It was a lot of high flying, you know, all the stuff they usually do. But Charlotte Flair, one thing about Charlotte, she going to figure out how she's going to do her moonsault. And the girl did the moonsault off the top. I'm going to see if I can find it, but I probably can't put it in the video because it might be copyright. But still. Oh girl, find a way. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. So the second match was Gunther versus The Miz. I really thought The Miz was going to win because they said that Gunther couldn't leave out of the country for I think a whole year because of he's getting a, you know, green card. And I thought they was going to let The Miz win because, I mean, that makes sense. You can't really defend your title like that. Don't be another Roman. We don't want another Roman. And I was wrong. They still let him win. The Miz really did good. You know, the sneaky Miz. He always finds a way to win. He did do some low blows, but The Miz actually proved that he's one of the top in the business. Like, Miz has, like, people complain about John Cena having the title so much. The Miz had the title a lot. Like, he had title shots a lot of different titles. So that was a good match. I mean, I really wanted Miz to win, but I mean, it didn't happen like that, so it is what it is. But I really think they're going to I don't know who Gunther's going to lose against because they were saying that they wanted to bring Brock Lesnar back. But how they going to bring Brock Lesnar back if he's supposed to be retiring? So now I'm thinking that he's not going to retire and they're going to bring him back to fight Gunther at Royal Rumble or fight Gunther. Well, I think Brock might be in the Royal Rumble and might win again and fight Gunther. I don't know, but we're going to talk about that later in the episode. But I don't know, but I just feel that Gunther needs to lose because he had it for too long. Like, I understand, like, the Roman is a storyline. He had the title for almost 3 years. It's a storyline. He had it right before COVID started. So I just feel like Gunther needs to lose it because he's not as top notch. Yes, he's good, but he's not as top notch as the other people on the team. Like, you know, other people that need the title. So match number 3 was Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark. The match was really short. I was pleased with what Zoe Stark did, but she did not win. I don't know who Rhea can fight that she will lose to. I don't know who she can fight because at this moment I just feel like I just feel like she can't. I don't know who she can fight. Like, I know if she fight Beth Phoenix, you know she's gonna lose, but Beth is a Hall of Famer, so, and she went over there to AEW with her husband Edge, so I don't think that they're gonna let her come back and not bring him back. Like, Brie Bella was supposed to come back, but Daniel Bryan left, so I don't know if they still do that while one wife comes and don't come. I heard Mickie James was supposed to be coming back because she was talking about it on her podcast that, you know, she left AEW or Impact. I think she went in Impact. But I knew she was going to come back because her husband is the general manager. So that kind of makes sense for her to come back. But I don't know. But for some reason, I just need to find the right person to fight Rhea. Like, we just need somebody that is really good to fight her. Because I'm tired of Rhea thinking, oh, I'm in the walk in the park, I'm the big deal. Like, I'm really thinking Jade is going to be that answer. But Triple H already said that Jade is not ready. She's on vacation right now anyways. So I don't know when Jade's going to fight. Probably at Royal Rumble she might win. I'm thinking that's who's going to win at the Royal Rumble, the girls. I think Jade is going to win. It's already set in the plan because, come on, baby girl, you're taking forever to come. Like, Royal Rumble is next. Then it's Elimination Chamber in Germany. So, baby girl, I need you to come on. Get ready. So that matchup was, it was alright, but they could have kept that one because they know that she was going to win. The third one, they should have just kept Escobar versus Dragon Lee. I think that was who that was, because we all know we wanted to see Carlito. So that means Carlito will fight him next month at Royal Rumble. Well, sorry, January at Royal Rumble, because he injured him the day before he was supposed to fight. Like, we all knew that was going to happen. And you know that Dragon Lee, he did not win, because Escobar is more powerful than him. And that was a waste of a match. They could have kept that one. In my opinion, they could have just waited until Carlito can, you know, fight in January, in my opinion. Who else fight? How I forget that fast. Okay, I think that's it. I think it's, and then it's the men. So the woman, it's a 6th match, but I can't think about it. But let's just talk about the men's match. That's what we were waiting for. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn. They were all in a group anyways. Like, they was always tagging with each other. And then KO was tagging with them too, but he went to SmackDown because, you know, Jay came from SmackDown over to Raw because he didn't want to fight with his brothers every week. Like, yeah, we was getting tired of that. I'm gonna need Triple H to get on the Judgment Day, because we're getting tired of them fighting every day. Like, it's getting sick. But I'm kind of surprised. I'm not really surprised Randy was their tag team partner, but right when they said, oh, Randy's not here, Randy's not here, I kind of knew that Randy was going to take, you know, a little bit longer to come, because I mean, it was a storyline. Like, you know, we've been waiting for so long, like we wanted to see him or whatever. So the match started. The Judgment Day had advance because the Judgment Day actually cheated last week Monday with the advancement. So that's how they got the advancement. So Seth Rollins started first, and then right off the bat, Finn and them started fighting. Finn was beating him up, like all in his back. You know, he got back issues already. So I don't know why Seth came in first. He should have came in last. It would have been better. But I mean, it is what it is. Randy's still not in the cage at this point. So we just kept going on fighting. And Jay come in there, save Seth Rollins, and then, you know, he started getting beat up because there's already 3 people for the Judgment Day in there. It's only 2 people from the other group in there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So that's when Sami Zayn came in, helped out his boy Jay. They started fighting better. It's 3-on-3. Damian about to come in, and Drew McIntyre gets on my nerve because he came in because, you know, he wanted to be the leader of the group, but Damian's leader of the group, so he let you know, Drew just went in there and they started fighting. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's getting annoying, like, let's hurry up. So that's when Cody finally came in, because Damian just came in, so it's not even yet. They're still waiting on Randy. So tell me why Rhea come running down from the top with the briefcase. I knew they was going to try to cash in on Seth. You know, they've been trying to cash in on Seth for the longest. And they tried the first time, but then Sami Zayn took the briefcase at the last pay-per-view in November. He took the briefcase. So I was like, okay, they're about to cash in, like, Seth is about to lose the title, like, literally. But my husband came out of nowhere, Randy Orton, right when she was about to announce that, you know, they're cashing in. I hear voices in my head. It just, you know, it popped. And everybody just looked like they were scared. Like, they're looking like, really? Randy? Like, so Randy came out looking buff as ever. That's my husband, looking buff, coming down. And I don't know if they're going to charge Damian Priest to the game with that, because that's the same thing that happened last year when Theory tried to cash in on Brock and he got knocked out. They was about to cash in, she was about to say it. So they might not give it back to Damian Priest, because that's not fair if they do, because they took it away from old dude. So what's the reason? So Randy came and did his thing, RKO. Oh, you know, that's my boy. Randy did his thing. So right after they won, you know, right before they won, let me talk about this. Jey Uso was scared because Randy said, you know what you did to me, I really thought Randy was gonna RKO him. He might still. I'm gonna tell everybody, look out for Randy, because Randy is sneaky. He is a snake. He will RKO you, but I don't think he gonna do Jay like that, because at the end, when it was going off, they was talking. But before the end came, they said that Drew sneaked out. Drew was mad. Drew was, pissed, so he ran out of the building. I don't know. I guess he was mad he lost. Drew's a crybaby. But right when it was about to go off air, guess who came out? CM Punk. I already knew he was going to come. I knew. I was waiting on it. Because it was talking about it for so long. He from Chicago. He did his thing. When I tell you that was the biggest pop I ever seen since The Rock. Earlier 2 months ago when The Rock came in October the 20th, The Rock came back. That was the biggest pop ever. That pop was bigger when John Cena came back in Australia. Like, that was the biggest pop. CM Punk had the biggest pop than Bad Bunny at Puerto Rico and Backlash. That was one of the best pay-per-views in a minute. So I was like, okay, we doing something. Right when I saw Seth sling that championship and start shouting, I already know he's mad. CM Punk got beef with everybody. Nobody likes CM Punk. But when I heard multiple personalities, I started singing the song, because that's one of the best top theme songs. Everybody know that theme song. When you hear it from My Way, you already know that's CM Punk. But everybody hates CM Punk, so we're going to see how this goes. But it's so crazy, because let me post a Riddle post. Riddle say, oh, y'all got the biggest crybaby back in WWE. So, hold up. Riddle, you're the one that got fired. So what are you talking about? Because you didn't want to abide by the rules. You was smoking weed and stuff. So what did you talk about CM Punk? He probably changed. I already know it's going to be CM Punk. Okay, let's talk about who's going to win the Rumble. We all know it's either going to be CM Punk. At first, before CM Punk come back, I thought it was going to be Randy Orton or Cody. Or Brock. But now I think CM Punk going to run the Rumble to fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. We all know he's going to take his title because Seth Rollins is hurt. His back is hurting. I know he's going to take his title. So, I mean, I just know that's going to happen. So, that's why I feel that CM Punk is going to win the Rumble for the men, and for the girls, Jay going to win the Rumble, because, I mean, we're tired of Rhea. And we all know the storyline for the Judgment Day. Just like I said, Bayley sacrificed her team. JD Dunner took the sacrifice because it was with Damian Priest. Damian Priest gonna take the blame for everything, because he told Drew he went before Drew, and Drew was supposed to go before him. They gonna be arguing about that on Monday night. But it's so funny because JD took the sacrifice for the whole team. So then they're gonna kick Damian Priest out the group and gonna add Drew in the group. But Drew don't even know. He said they're making a whole hissy fit. He already got a whole new contract. That's what they say. He got a whole new contract. So what is the reason? But this is the video. I will rate Survivor Series 10 out of 10. The surprise. Oh, I forgot. R-Truth came back. I think Seth Rollins was mad because they took away from R-Truth coming back. Okay, and they took away from Randy Orton. But it is what it is at this point. But this is my video. Go like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below who you think is going to win the Rumble. And I'll see you guys in the next one.